I've missed more than 9,000 shots in my career. I've lost almost 300 games. 26 times I've been trusted to take the game-winning shot and missed. I've failed over and over and over again in my life. And that is why I succeed.
Life is a fight, and every single one of you is in the middle of a fight. Finds you to get the bills thing, fights you to finish school. Fight you to keep your marriage away from divorce, fight you to go to work, fighting to get a promotion, fighting traffic, fight you to raise those kids. Fight it to even come home a time, fight. If for your health, and what you and I both know about life is that life does not fight fair. When you're in the middle fighting for your health, your car breaks down and there's another bill, life is a fight.
Maybe it's my fault. Maybe I led you to believe it was easy when it wasn't. Maybe I made you think my highlights started at the free throw line and not in the gym. Maybe I made you think that every shot I took was a game winner. That my game was built on flash and not fire. Maybe it's my fault that you didn't see that failure gave me strength, that my pain was my motivation. Maybe I led you to believe that basketball was a God-given gift and not something I worked for every single day of my life. Maybe I destroyed the game.
We all feel like giving up sometimes. We all go through times where we feel like God is 1,000,000 miles away, but we don't have any idea what He's doing when we're tired, when we're weary, when we think we just can't go on. Living through a season of struggle that doesn't seem like it's ever going to end. Walking through a trial that you have to endure, and it causes you to wonder if you can take the next small step of faith. When this year started, you thought it was going to be a great year of provision, but provision didn't come when this year began. You didn't think it would be a season of sickness, and now all you're doing is praying for healing. When this year started, you were filled with hope and enthusiasm, but all you've known is torment and anguish. It has been a long year. It's a year where you've struggled in your business. It's a year where maybe you've struggled in your home or your marriage. It's a year in which the things that you thought you would never see happen, not only did they happen, but they keep happening over and over and over again. First, you cannot give up. When you enter into your long season, you've got to give it all you've got.
Life is not easy. It is not. Don't try to make it that way. Life's not fair. It never was. It isn't now, and it won't ever be. Do not fall into the trap, the entitlement trap, of feeling like you're a victim. You are not. Get over it and get on with it. And yes, most things are more rewarding when you break a sweat to get them. Happiness is an emotional response to an outcome. If I win, I will be happy. If I don't, I won't. And I say, if happiness is what you're after, then you're going to be let down frequently, and you're going to be unhappy much of your time.
At some point, if you live in this life, you're going to face disappointment. You're going to face defeat. You're going to face devastation. Some bad things going to happen to you. That's life. You're going to get some setbacks. You're going to lose some loved ones. I don't care who you are. I don't care what you do. At some time, you are going to get tired. And sometimes you're going to get in a rut, seem like nothing you do works out right. And sometimes it just seems like you just don't have the wherewithal or the will to do anything, and depressed, feeling powerless, feeling useless. What do? How do you get yourself out of the room? How do you, when you know you can do more than what you've been doing, and you're not doing it, and you're just continuing where you were, you get angry at yourself. We have all these new thoughts that come about. You start saying yourself, I'm so alone. Nobody understands me. Nobody gets me. I'm the only one to ever go through something like this. I'm a mess up. I'm a failure. I'd be better off not being here. Nobody would miss me. I'm all alone right now. Why would anybody care if I was gone? Here I am. I'm just alone. We just keep feeding ourselves this toxic thinking. And literally what I've learned in these moments of anxiety is that I have to stop listening to myself, and I have to start talking to myself. I'm like, Rich, you're great. I'm like, literally, like, you can do this. You can handle this. This is not a big deal. It's going to pass. You're amazing. This too shall pass.
For you to be professional help the team, the right mentality, self-talk positive. I think it's all the details depend of you, not the coaches, the fans, the press, depends of you. If you are proud of yourself and you have some dignity, I think you have to do it much more. Start with me. New year, I try to improve even different things and better things to help. If I give you advice, even if you are younger than me, and if you're not implant that during your daily life, will be difficult. You can speak all day with that person. If it's not coming from inside of you, it's impossible.
You first have to think it. The difference between successful people and non-successful people is here. I'm no better than none of y'all if you want to be successful. You have to change this. This has to change. Listen to me, it's not. What makes it hard is your lack of belief that it can happen for you. The fact of it is, though, it's very doable. See if, but you got to change, though. If you keep doing what you've been doing, you're going to keep getting what you've been getting. So if you had a place in your life and you ain't happy with it, you have to change some things, but you have to make a conscientious decision that you're going to change, and it's not dependent on anybody else. It don't matter what your mama think it. Don't matter what your co-workers think. It don't matter what your siblings think. It don't matter what your children think. It don't matter. They have nothing to do with it. This decision is yours and yours alone.
Which is a tool that teaches, and it teaches you bad things. It can also teach you good things. It's how you perceive those things. I've looked at every experience that I've had, negative and positive, and taken that as a positive. If I wouldn't change anything, because I think it would alter some of the other things I have. So when I look back, I can't say that I've had any bad things happen. Sure, you don't want bad things to happen, but you deal with bad things. You can't have good or without bad.
In the big picture, you need to realize nothing good is gonna happen for the next 6 years. You need to start loving the process and the work and the grind. You need to start respecting people that are like sleeping with 4 roommates and buying their t-shirts at Walmart. Every second you spend thinking about what somebody else has is taking away from time that you could create something for yourself. Work that's the answer to all these questions. Learn things, do stuff, try to sell. Learn how to make money work. You've got to deploy patience, and you've got to love the process. I'm addicted to the process of the battle scars, the setbacks. You need to stop giving in about what anybody else has and realize that if you put your head down and just work for the next 10 years, no glamour. No new car, suitcase, jewelry, trip event. No Coachella, no new sneakers. Like work, you will have it. And every time you care about one of the things I just mentioned, it will slow down your process of having it. You're losing because you're laying in your bed looking at somebody's glamorous Photoshop picture of them doing something cool, and you're envious and you're jealous and you're impatient, and it's crippling your upside. And then what's happening is you're living a fake world to yourself. But you know it, which then changes your behavior and the way that you interact with others.